Yes, everybody. How are we all doing? Hope we're all good. Hope everybody's having a good day, whatever time it is, all over the world. Rich 99 Arsenal back again, people. Let's talk Arsenal. Let's talk about Olympiacos game, how good we was at attacking, players playing with freedom, expressing themselves, but there's still cracks there. There's still something not right. And is this Arteta's fault? I think so, because the way we were playing, we should have been 2 or 3-0 up at half time. The old Arsenal would have destroyed Olympiacos. So I want to talk about that. Martinelli scoring again. I hope this continues. I would absolutely love it if that guy revitalized his career at Arsenal. Odegaard was fantastic. It looked like Odegaard from 2.5 seasons ago. But I'm not going to get gassed on just one game. I hope this just carries on. It has to carry on. Maybe it's his haircut. Maybe it's because Eze is threatening to take that number 10 position, which Eze should be Arsenal's number 10. I still believe Eze is levels above 50 times better than Martin Odegaard. But last night we did see the Martin Odegaard of old. Um, so, yeah, bit to talk about. Ben White, I just don't know if he's going to be an Arsenal player for much longer, people. I just think I don't know. I just see him. I said this other day on the stream. I just feel he don't like football, and I can just see him. I can just see him retiring quite early, thinking, I've done with football. I don't really like it. Don't like watching it. I've earned plenty of money. I just see him like setting his own businesses up and stuff. And obviously, they've got plenty of money footballers to do that, even if they're retiring now. I just see that. I just don't see him wanting to sign for anybody else. I can't see him being bothered to sign with anybody else. So I don't know. He might just, be struggling a little bit still. And again, Arteta played him with bad knees and he knew about it. So Ben White, I've got my worries. If you could get 40 million for him in January, I probably would sell him if you had to. But I'm a massive fan of Ben White, but I just don't think is the Ben White of what we've seen for the last, well, even last season and the season before. So I don't know on that. And as I like to do, talk about other clubs. Haaland is he's just incredible, people. That guy can score absolutely any goal. Any goal Haaland can score. And I said this other day, don't be surprised if you see Haaland scoring 30 goals just in Premier League this season. I mean, he's touching double figures already, I think, in all competitions. And Liverpool is the cracks. Is the cracks. Why aren't Liverpool as good as what me, everybody else thought? Now, again, it's I'm not going to say, oh, they're not going to win league because I still think, well, my original prediction was Man City win the Premier League. I still could be right with that right now, but obviously I'm wrong because I've changed it. But it could go back to my original prediction that Man City might end up winning league because obviously Liverpool lost, City won. But what's happening with Liverpool? Is it the defence? Is it the attacking prowess? They're not clicking. I don't know. I'd love to know what people think. So yeah, lots to talk about, people. Obviously we start with a game against Olympiacos. Gavin L, big up Rich. Gavin L, big up to you, my guy. Hope you are well. And please do smash the likes and subscribe, people, on your way in if you enjoy the stream. So against Olympiacos, people. It looked good. It looked, they were attacking play. We was on it. It looked like we could score any time. It looked like it was going to be a 3-4 nil, even probably 3-0 at half time. And it just looked like the Arsenal of old, a bit like Wenger days, where we took the game to Olympiacos. The players were playing with freedom. They were expressing themselves. They were passing it fast. It looked like the first thought was attack, 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 cause problems to Olympiacos. We're going to destroy them. And then you just look and think, it's slowing down a bit. Here we go again. What we've seen for a long time with Arteta. The play is slowing down a bit. And you just think, is this how it's going to be with him? Is this what it's going to be with Arteta? Where you look and think, look at Arsenal, they're purring, they're playing brilliant football, they're expressing themselves, they're playing with freedom, they're passing it fast, it's forward thinking. We know how good we are in defence, but I just feel like this manager, Mikel Arteta, just stops it. And like you can imagine him shouting, whoa, whoa, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And I just see that from him. I just see he's an absolute control freak. Yesterday we're controlling Ben White, telling him this, telling that. So I just have my worries because the old Arsenal would have would have battered Olympiacos. Even 2 years ago, we would have beat Olympiacos about 4-0. It'd probably been 3-0 at half time. But I just don't see it with this manager. I feel like he lets the players go, and then he just wants to put the handbrake straight back on. And uh, I just see that as a massive problem. Again, it's a hindrance to Arsenal. It's Arteta again, because I look at this team now and I think, my God, look at that squad. Just look at the bench to have Declan Rice, Abrici Eze, Saka, um, Norgard. Not the best, but he's still a good squad player. Mosquera. And when I just look at that bench and I think that is really, really good. But then I just look at this manager and think he's still the problem. He's still the problem. Old Arsenal would have smashed Olympiacos yesterday, 100% they would have. But I just feel like he lets them play with freedom, express self, and then it's like, right, put the handbrake on, stop. And I just think that's going to be a problem. I just, like on Saturday, I believe he's going to go really defensive against West Ham because he's scared of losing instead of thinking winning first. So I've still got my doubts, massive doubts with this manager. I just wish we had a proper winning proven manager than this stubborn smug prick, because I do not see him. I just do not see him getting us over the line. I really don't. Gunner for life, 82 afternoon in Rich. Hope you are well, brother. I am good, thank you. Gunner for life, 82. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you are well. FCOAs, big up to you, my guy. Hope you well. Mikel Bundy has destroyed Ben White. Yep, played for 3 months when he needed knee surgery, and the guy can barely keep up with the pace. Disgraceful. 100% AFC. Absolutely. It looks like it. It's funny enough because well, not funny enough, but it's bad because I was saying this the other day, and some people didn't really know about Arshavin. I says, when you seen Arshavin turn up at Arsenal, obviously scored the 4 goals against Liverpool, massive statement made midweek in the cup game. Um, you look and think, have we got another Mark Overmars here? Just the way, when he first turned up, he was little, he was rapid, and it just looked like we've got our next Mark Overmars. And then after a bit, going on to like the Ben White scenario, I looked and I thought, this guy can't even get by a player. He can't even get by. And Ben White, he looked like he was absolutely brilliant at steam train. I'd say 70% good in defence. His positional play were a bit questionable at times. But what a right back. Now, it looks like the same effect as what Arshavin did, where he's on a string, and it looks like it just can't even get round a player. So I have my worries, people. I really do. I just think I just think that, like what you just said, AFC, it's going to be bad. And I think, yeah, Arteta has destroyed him when he needed his knee surgery. I don't know if I just read that, and I massively apologise. Gavin L, big up Rich. I'm not sure if I did. Big up Gavin, my guy. Hope you are well. Good to see you in the chat, brother. Do apologise about that. So I'm really annoyed. I'm because I look at Ben White and I think, again, we paid 50, 55 million for him from Brighton. We ain't getting that. We ain't getting that. A team now is probably going to offer about 40 million for Ben White. At the most, and I just think Arteta's done this. Absolute disgraceful, like what he's done when he needed knee surgery and he carried on playing him. And Gabriel, I mean, just going on to that briefly, he felt something and he kept on playing him for a few minutes. Should just take him off straight away. So I don't know what's happening, and I just hate the way Mikel Arteta keeps doing this. People keeps doing this. Not just like one off. It keeps doing it. Just bear with me a second, people. Just bear with me 1 second. And this is what really, really annoys me. And he just gets away with it. There's no accountability. He can do what he wants all the time, and no one questions anything. Just bear with me 30 seconds, people. And I just don't think with this manager. In fact, I know this manager is going to be the one problem yet again. What stops his fantastic, and I mean great team now getting over the line. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second, people. Yeah, so I'm just it's just you try to be positive, you really do. And you look at it, if you great squad depth, etc. We've got brilliant squad depth, like I just said. To have Rice and Eze and Saka on, but it's incredible. It's brilliant to see. But then this man just keeps doing things to make you think, nah, nah, it's not good enough. And he's not the guy. He is not the man to take us over the line. And I still 110% say he isn't. He is not the man to take us over the line. I'm back. And I believe it. I do not believe Arteta is the man. I don't. I can even see us going trophyless and not winning anything, and that is absolutely unacceptable to the highest level. If we don't even win a Carabao Cup and a FA Cup, but I can even see him doing that, where he just thinks, "Oh, I'll just do something crazy and win a Carabao Cups," and next minute. Brighton rock up, they're up for it big time, and they want it. They want to win a trophy. They're well deserved to win a trophy as well, for how much what they've done in Premier League and the scouting network, etc. And they're going to beat Arsenal at Emirates. I can just see it. I really can. I wish we had a right now. I wish we had a proper, proven winning manager. I believe we could even win. And I know it sounds crazy, but if you had someone like Conte now in charge of Arsenal, I believe we could even go and win a treble. And I'm not making that up. I believe if we had Conte now and Angelotti, and Enrique, Ange Flick, with what players we've got, I believe we could go and win a treble this season with a different manager. I honestly do believe that. And when I say that, I mean we could go and win the Premier League, a Champions League, and an FA Cup or Carabao Cup with a Conte, Ange Flick, Enrique, Angelotti, um, even a Simone. I honestly believe that with a winning proven manager, Arsenal could win a treble this season with the players we've got. I really do. Because they would know how to do squad rotation, man management, everything. Take players off when they've got a little knock. Play players at the right time. I really do. And to even think of that, sounds crazy, but I honestly do because to have Saka, Rice just alone, and Eze on your bench, every club in world football would take that. They would love that. Right, let me read these comments, people. Um, Where are we? Yeah, he did go AFC always. He's destroyed him. He has. It's disgraceful, Norman. It really is. Gonna fly Victor. I thought Arteta got away with it yesterday. He showed little respect to Olympiacos with a strong starting lineup against a better team. We get beat 100%. Absolutely. Gonna fly. Rest one or two, but don't rest that many. Do not rest that many. AFC always. We need to sign a top left winger in January. Yes, we absolutely do. AFC always. That's where we're gonna. I knew we had a problem this season. I knew for a fact, and I kept saying it. Everyone said, "Oh, it's 11 out of 10 window." No, it's not, because we didn't fully maximise the window. Even if you have to sign 11 or 12 players, it's tough. And this goes back to how much this stubborn, smug prick wanker of a manager has neglected Arsenal's attack and made us in a position now where we have to keep signing attacking players. We still need a left winger and we still need a backup for Victor Gyökeres, because if that guy gets injured, Arsenal's in a big, big mess. We have no striker to start for us, and we don't have one striker on the bench. And we've been saying this for 3 seasons. So please, people keep saying it's 11 out of 10 window. No, it's not, because we're running into a bit of a potential problem already with no left winger, unless Martinelli just has an amazing season and keeps scoring, which we all hope. But do I trust him? No, I don't. Going back on previous seasons, this is his 3rd season in a row, and up to yet, it started bad, but he's scored 3 goals, and I need him to keep scoring. And we all want Martinelli to score. Trossard, I do not trust him. I would. This is what annoys me. We could have got about 40 million for Trossard. Now we're going to get about 20 million for him. Man, the way we sell players as well, that is disgraceful. Andre Berta's got to change that. That is one thing Berta's got to change. Um, Gunnar Falaf 82 FC, always, I agree. And a proper left back. Yeah, that's true and all. Gunnar Falaf. We don't even have a left back, do we? We don't even know who's the left back. That left side is like, who's left wing? Who's left back? Who's left back? Who's left? We don't even know. We don't even know. So the squad's not fully there yet. It's a great squad, but we need some gone, and we need, I'd say, a left back, a left winger, and a backup for Victor Gyökeres. Left back, left winger, and a backup for Victor Gyökeres, I would say, would bring our squad depth, I would say, near enough perfect. Right, where was it? Proper. Gavin out FC always. Gavin out. Gonna fly 52. Beginning to up. That's great to see. Gonna fly 82. Big up Gavin out. FC always. Saka should never have came in a game like this. Why not bring it in 1 year? Absolutely. And again, people, I think Ethan 1 year is going to get fed up. And he got a gal saying to DJB, kind of disrespected him because DJB's speaking facts. A gal saying, he's only 18. He's only 18. Do you think people care how young you are now? Look at Lamine Yamal. You know, he's been balling out since he was 16 at Barcelona. Age is nothing no more. If you're 18 and got like a year and a half under your belt, you want to play football, pal. It's simple as that. You don't want to be sitting on a bench. He knows how good he is. He's a Euro Championship winner with England, under 21 European Championship winner with England, won more than what some Arsenal players have won in their career already. You know, this guy's too good to be sat on bench. Why didn't you know? Oh, man, I do believe Ethan Wanyeri is going to get fed up. I really do. And Ethan Wanyeri, and they were saying he was struggling last season. He was one of our best players, people. Ethan Wanyeri was one of Arsenal's best players last season, and he scored 9 to 10 goals in all competitions. But then they're saying all this bullshit. Oh, his wide development, like it's hit a stumbling block. All right, then. So when's he going to play in central position? Because Moreno's in front of him, Odegaard's in front of him, Eze's in front of him. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to be happy just playing at Carabao Cup because players now in this day and age know that all the hype comes on social media. They hear it on the radio stations, and they hear it. They might not look at it properly, but family members will send, "Oh, look at all Arsenal fans are they bigging you up, Ethan?" Or look what they said on you about you on radio. They were saying how good you are. You've got a bright future ahead of you. And they know how good they are. So they ain't going to be thinking, all right, I've heard all that. Everyone's impressed with me. But yet I just get 10-minute here or there at Arsenal Football Club. It don't work like that no more because players start taking consideration personally and thinking, Arsenal's my club, but I need to look after my own development. And if I want to start winning trophies and getting more minutes and playing for my national country, obviously England, etc., I have to be playing. And that's what a lot of players are doing now. They're not just thinking about the club, they're thinking about their own personal development. And even Wanyeri, people can say, oh, he's only 18, he's only 18. It doesn't matter. Football, people need to remember, is short-lived. Your career could be gone in a year. Ethan Wanyeri needs to be playing more football, and he should have started yesterday. He should have started. Trossard should have not played. It should have been Martinelli on left wing, and Trossard shouldn't have even played. And Ethan Wanyeri should have been on the right wing because he was brilliant last season on right wing. So I believe there's a problem coming. Ethan Wanyeri will get fed up at Arsenal if it continues because they know how good they are. People, they know how good they are, and they know themselves personally that they should be playing football more. Chris Rose, big up, mate. Hope you are well. Chris Rose, big up, my guy. Hope you are well. Good to see you in the chat. Go and subscribe to Chris Rose, people. Gavin L, big up Chris Rose. Chris Rose, Odegaard is at 8, not a 10. We kept saying this. Absolutely, absolutely. Odegaard really did play well yesterday, though. The way he was passing ball looked fantastic. But I'm not going to get too much like gassed up about it because this is the first time we've seen it in a long, long time. Now, is it his haircut? Or is it because Eze is in town? And obviously, he knows that Eze is better than him. Eros, big up. Eros, rich. Eros, age is irrelevant. You're good enough. You fucking absolutely. This is it. You're good enough. What is it? You're good enough. You're old enough. It's an old saying, and it'll never change. That's the thing. It's simple as that. 18 now. Yes, people could say he's only 18. He's only 18. That now in football is like, yeah, and if you're good enough, you can play at the freaking top level. As simple as that at 18-year-old. It's simple as that. Wayne Rooney burst onto the scene against, scoring that smashing goal against David Seaman, put him into back at net. Do you know what I mean? It's all like Igal and that. They all have to change. He's only 18. DJB is only 18. Oh, you're talking shit, DJB. You want to know something? It's pathetic. What you talking about? He's only 18. They just don't watch footballers for over years. You can tell they've been watching football about 5 or 8 years. Sean Johnson, AFC always because Saka needs to get fit. And Naguna, good evening at Rich99 Arsenal and all watching. And Naguna, big up to my guy, big up to Sheldon Johnson. Static, hey Rich, facts, Ethan must play. If not, he must go on loan in January. Yep. I know. I don't even want to see him go on loan though, Static, but there's something's got to happen with him because this guy is not just an average footballer. He is very, very good. Very good. Big up to you, Static, my guy. Go and subscribe to Static, people, if you already haven't. Static, 4 likes, like and sub. Yeah, people, please smash the likes and subscribe to the channel. Gavin L, evening, Hendon Guna, Sheldon Johnson. Tell the kid, go play for under 18, then play the seniors. Fuck them kits. Gunner for life, 82, 100% facts. Rich, Ethan should be playing and developing. This prick will ruin him. Yeah. This is what I'm saying, people. And someone like Diego Simone, Conte, and Ancelotti, I swear to God, Ethan Wanyeri would be knowing where his position is now, and he would be playing more football. I honestly, factually know this because I'm not just saying this to people. Ethan Wanyeri is a footballer what doesn't need no invitation to build confidence. He's got bags of confidence, He's got a good football brain. He's strong on the ball. He wants the ball. He's got close control. He knows how to run with intensity. And again, it's a bit like Eze. There's not much hesitation in his play where he's running. Oh, shall I go back? Oh, run forward. Oh, back. Cross it. What? You can tell he's got a natural good football brain. He's fast, and he'll give him a yard. He'll pull trigger. This guy for other teams now. Teams will be queuing AC Milan, Dortmund. They'd be absolutely buzzing to sign him. And don't be surprised if Dortmund come back in for Ethan Wanyeri, because someone like Dortmund would play Ethan Wanyeri nearly every game. He is a weapon, people. I'm telling you now, Ethan Wanyeri is an absolute goal threat. You give him games. He scored 9 to 10 goals, people, last season, from just being like, I think about 30 games in all. That was brilliant. That's a brilliant kind of ratio. It really is for a young guy. Even when he come on against Ipswich, he had a few minutes from coming on. He scored straight away. Do you know what I mean? He's a threat. He is a threat. He scored against PSV. He scored against Man City. I think he scored against Man City. He's a very, very good footballer. He's rapid. He's strong. He's got a good football brain, and he's already done that. Lifted a trophy. Some of these Arsenal players have never even done. Eros, facts rich, bro. Eros, hit the like, people. Hit the likes, people. Eros, I love Rich. Gunner for life. It just annoys me, mate, because I can see, and DJB mentioned this last night, and I've already mentioned it. I can see Ethan Wanyeri being the same scenario as Emil Smith-Rowe. I can see the Smith-Rowe effect happening, where Arteta said about Smith-Rowe, oh, he's part of our plans, of course he is, we need him in the team. Next minute, he drops him, don't even play. And now look at him, Smith-Rowe's gone. And he's not had the worst career at Fulham. He's had a couple of injuries again, like he does, but he still scores some goals. And I can see the same with Wanyeri. I really can. But Ethan Wanyeri, I think he's better than. I think he's going to be better than Smith-Rowe. I really do. Good for life H2. Great Igal impression, Rich. I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Ross Igal, what a fucking wet wipe he is. He's an absolute wet wipe. And when he says something, you can see him like that. You can see like he's getting a nut, like he's got like, oh, we need to be scared of Igal. He's got the scary face on. What are you talking about? Oh God. Ross, Egal, Watford, right, absolutely. Sheldon Johnson, love the stream. Big up everyone. Sheldon Johnson, big up to you, my guy. Hope you are well. Thank you very much as well. Chris Welsh, I see White at Everton, something like that. This is, I mean, Chris Welsh, Martinelli is playing for a move clearly. Well, this could be a good thing. Well, Chris, that's a good point. If Martinelli keeps scoring, when you're talking 3.5 years ago, we could have got around about 80 million for Martinelli. Now, at start of season, you're talking 40 from a European team and probably about 50 from 50, 60 from a Saudi team. But if he keeps scoring, his valuation could go up. And this could be a good thing. It could work both ways. Either we lose Martinelli's revitalise his career, or Martinelli could revitalise his career and that, 40 million could reach again 70 million. So I don't know. I don't know. But I love it when Martinelli scores. I think we all agree. We all wanted Martinelli to succeed at Arsenal. Unfortunately, he's got the wrong manager behind him. Again, I think he's ruined him. I really do. I think he's ruined Martinelli, Ben White. He's starting to destroy from Ranieri. Where are we? And Ben White, Ben White, I can just see Ben White retiring tomorrow and starting businesses up and saying, I've done with football. I've made absolutely millions off it. I don't need to worry about it. I can just see him just coming away from football. I just don't know. Chris Welsh, Martinez playing for a move. Gunner for life. Big up Sheldon. Gunner for life. Big up Chris. FK. Arsenal 1983. Rich. Big up Rich. Hope you're all good, mate. FK. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you are well. So, excuse me, people. On yesterday's performance, I just looked at it and I thought, this is what I wanted to see. This is what we've been wanting to see for a long time. The players were expressing themselves. The players were playing with freedom. It looked like Olympiacos is in the backyard. They're at their Emirates, and we're gonna smash you up. We're gonna slap you up. And I just looked and I thought it looks fantastic. The way they were purring. Everything looked all in sync, and it looked like it was going to be 3-0 at half time. But then reality kicks in, and you look back and think it's just not the Arsenal of the old. They just don't do that to teams no more. They just don't smash teams no more. And the old Arsenal would have beat Olympiacos yesterday at least 4-0. And I just don't see it. I really don't see it. I do not see it. And it's a shame because Victor Gyökeres is getting in positions, he's getting like through on goal, but his finishing's not there. I'm not too worried yet because I think he'll do okay. I think he'll be okay. But again, we're a different manager. I think it'll be a lot better. I do. I think you would have seen probably maybe 6 goals now from Victor Gyökeres if we'd had a better manager. I just think he would have been given more chances, more freedom in front of goal. And I don't know. I just still see problems, and I still believe it's this manager where the problems are coming from. I honestly do because, like I said yesterday, when we kicked off, you thought, "Wow, Arsenal's up for this." They really are. They're passing the ball fast. It looks like they want to score goals. Take the game to Olympiacos straight away. The way they were. It was just good to see that expressing themselves, playing with freedom. It just looked like, yeah, just go and get a bag full. Go and get a bag full of goals. And then you look and think, my God, it's still 1-0, right till end. And it's like people that ain't Arsenal, the old, that is where the problem is still there. They don't know. And we could have lost. Sorry, we could have drawn with that, offside goal from VAR. That I think, yeah, well, obviously disallowed goal with VAR. And, if that goes in and the goal counts, we draw that game. And that then you look and that back and think, that is disastrous that you can play that well in the first half. Sorry, excuse me, and not finish a team off and take him to the cleaners and absolutely wipe the floor with him, and then still trying to just get that second goal right until the end. Obviously, when Saka comes on, and I just look and think that's not the Arsenal of old. So when people keep saying, we're back and all this, and we're that good, I don't see it. I see a brilliant squad, a brilliant squad now. But I see this manager is still the problem. If we'd had a proper winning proven manager, the list obviously is too big to name. We want managers. Arsenal would have took that game to Olympiacos, and it would have been 4-0 yesterday. It would have been. Let's just say if Simone were in charge, he would have said, right, just go and batter him, just rattle him, do what you're doing, keep going, make sure you get at least 2 goals for half time. Second half, grab another 1 or 2, and then just that's it. But with this man, I just don't see the balance with this manager. It feels to me like he's saying at half time, shut the shop up a bit, play more defensive, don't attack as much, don't attack it as much, put the handbrake on. I just feel like he says that to him. And that's going to cost us, people. And against West Ham Saturday, am I confident we're going to win based on West Ham in previous seasons? No, I'm not. No. And Nuno Espirito Santo, he's going to be thriving for his second game in charge. Now it's obviously at the Emirates. I, 9 times out of 10, we probably do win. But am I 100% confident? No. Because I don't know what this manager is going to do from game to game. He might even play Zubimendi, Rice, and Moreno on Saturday because he wants to score defensive. Now, if he does, I hope he gets booed even before the kickoff starts. I honestly hope that manager gets booed because he will prove he's the biggest coward that you can go full defensively against West Ham, playing Moreno, Rice, and Zubimendi. Now, it probably won't be. It's probably going to be Rice, Zubimendi, and Odegaard. Eze's on left, Saka on right, Victor Gyökeres up front. Which I think, if Odegaard plays like he did against Olympiacos, then we want to see that. But I want Eze in that number 10 position. That is where he's most effective, and that's where it's going to destroy teams. When if Zubimendi and Rice kind of sit, maybe Rice makes a run a little bit sometimes, and Zubimendi will sit, providing one of them sits, let's just say, and Rice, obviously, or Zubimendi will sit and then let Eze express himself, just let him purr, just let him go, just let him cause havoc with the defence, because that's what he loves to do. He loves to cause problems for the opponent. The way he charges with intensity, urgency. He's an absolute forward-thinking player who wants to rip the shit out of the opponent and drag him everywhere. So he can feed Saka, he can play it fast into Victor Gyökeres' feet. But with Odegaard, we've seen that against Olympiacos, but that's the first time we've seen it in a long time, because last season we didn't see it. We haven't seen it this season. So to me, I just look and think, just keep playing Eze at number 10, but he's probably not going to. Eze's going to be on the left wing, so then Martinelli will be dropped, even though he's scoring goals, which I don't trust Martinelli anyway yet. If he scores again on Saturday, and let's say he comes off at bench, then I'm like, well, this is great to see with Martinelli. But on Saturday, I'm not fully confident. I should be. Looking at what we've got in that starting 11 and on the bench, you should be like, of course we'll beat West Ham. We'll be too strong for them all over the park. But it's this manager. What is he going to do? What will he do? It won't surprise me because Victor Gyökeres has not scored. That he just thinks, tell you what, I'll give you a rest. I'm going to put Trossard up front. Eze on left wing, Saka on right wing, Odegaard in the number 10 / midfield. It's hard to say number 10 yet, based on with Martin Odegaard, because I just don't see him as number 10. So I just don't trust this manager, people. It's hard to say, yeah, we'll win this, we'll win that. I don't trust him game to game. I do not know what he's thinking and what his 11's going to be. I don't know. So on the Gabriel news, FK, I don't know. I really don't know, brother. I'm not sure. I've not heard anything. I've looked for it, and there's nothing showing. But again, I just think if a football player catches something, gets a knock, pulls up, take him off immediately. And this manager is doing it constantly, and getting away with it. And it's costing, if we hear today, sorry, tomorrow, or maybe, I don't know, later on today, tomorrow, Gabriel's out for at least 2 or 3 weeks, and he pulled up with something, and he didn't get took off straight away. Why is this manager not taking, why is he not taking accountability? Why is he not saying it was my fault? Because it is his fault. If he pulls up and hurts something, and then the manager knows about it straight away, the first thing you do as a manager, right, off. You ain't going to talk. You ain't going to back chat. You're not going to say nothing. You're coming off. You're coming off, even precautionary. We're taking you off because we're just going to be precautious and think, look, that you might have just pulled something a little bit or something a bit tight. get you away, get you in the changing room, get obviously kit off, etc. Medical team look at you, and it could be perfect for Saturday. But this wanker, this stubborn, smug prick of a manager, is constantly doing something every game. No matter if we win 5-0 yesterday, he'll still do something where you think, why have you done that? Why? Or in his post-match interview, why have you said that? Why have you said? Do you know what I mean? I can't stand him, people. I can't. And it's a shame because the players we've got at this team now is a joy to see. The football players we've got at this team is a joy to see right now. The squad depth is brilliant. Yes, Arteta's part of it. Hands up. That's what you're going to get from me. I'll always praise and criticise when needed. Always will. I'm not like these wet wipes, these wankers like Harry Simeon and Roy Tuts, BS, Adam Keys, Egan, Igal. They don't. They don't have the bollocks to praise anything. It's always Arsenal. It's always PGMOL. It's always VAR against Arsenal. It always goes against Arsenal. Well, let me tell you something. On Sunday, and I keep saying this, and not one of them's mentioned this. They're absolute pricks. If Nick Waltermold goes down and that VAR looks at that elbow from Gabriel, let me tell you, gets a straight red card. But not one of them have mentioned that. It's always, look at this, look, connected with his knee. Yeah, I think it was a penalty, but I don't even know the rules no more because it changes all the time. But if Waltermold goes down, Gabriel gets a red card for Arsenal, and we was losing 1-0 at the time, and we probably would not have won that game. But you're not hearing none of them say that. You're not hearing Mr. Big Boy, Harry Simeon, who thinks he's the God's gift, and Tom Canton, and Igal, Egan, Roy Talks BS. You're not hearing none of them say nothing like that. No. You know why? Because they're absolute pricks and they suck the hell out of this club because they're getting gigs from somewhere. Harry commentates, Tom does post-match, pre-match interviews with Arteta. If they said the real thing, instead of stop speaking bollocks every day and lying to brainwash people to get thousands of followers, subscribers, Arsenal would inform them, get out this club because you've spoke facts and you've said what's really happening. That Arsenal have not been good enough over the years. We're not reaching Wembley anymore. We're not getting to any finals anymore. And we're not winning any single trophy currently with this manager. And they are three facts what nobody, absolutely nobody, can argue with at all. No Wembley at all. No finals at all. No trophies whatsoever. Currently, emphasize that word, with Mikel Arteta. Right. FK Arsenal 93. Rich, any news? Gabriel? No, honestly, FK, I don't know, brother. I've been looking, but I can't see anything. Gonna fly 2 predictions for West Ham. I don't know. Gonna fly. I just don't know with this manager, mate. I really don't know. FK Arsenal 93. I can't believe the chances Trossard missed. Absolutely. Luke Chapman got new Northampton Town away shirt. Got the Cobblers history book football. Well done, Luke. Congratulations. Sheldon Johnson, we will beat West Ham, man, any selection. Well, don't be too confident, Sheldon, because West Ham have got the better of us at Emirates last season and the season before. Chris Welsh, Turkish quitting. Yeah, seen that AFTV. Won't be the last one. Potts will be next, in my opinion. Isn't it funny not seeing AFTV on AFTV or Turkish wish each other well? The mask is slipping. Yeah, yep, absolutely. I mean, apparently Turkish is quitting to spend some more time with his son, which is nice to hear. I don't know it. I don't know. I don't know. But it could be different. It could be different. Going to fly 52. This prick pushes injured players back on the pitch. He does. Absolutely does. It annoys the hell out of me. Chris Welsh, love it when Rich rants. Yeah, Chris, I try not to, man. Honestly, but it just frustrates me because all it takes is one game, 2 games, and yet you get all these wet wipes. Oh, we're back. We're doing amazing things. Just look at Mikel. Look at what he's done. Look what he's achieved. He's super Mick. How can they keep saying that when all you can just say is Hansi Flick? First season with Barcelona, loads of injuries, young squad, Cabrassi, 17, 18-year-old, 17 at time, massive injury straight away, the centre-back. Frankie de Jong, his usual injuries, Lewandowski, his usual injuries, Balde, Kunde, there was more. How can people keep saying that when Hansi Flick did a treble in his first season with a young, injury-hit squad and nearly won the Champions League? How can people keep saying he's done amazing things for Arsenal Arteta? He should have won by now a Premier League, another FA Cup, and at least a final in the Champions League. and all we've got is a final, semi-final Champions League, and excuse me, an FA Cup. And if people say it's challenged 3 times for that Premier League, you are so deluded. It is unreal. We didn't even touch Liverpool last season. We didn't even tickle them. We didn't even give them a nice little cuddle. We was miles off Liverpool last season. And when it come to the end of the season with the point side, 10 points just shown. So it's challenged twice, people. That's all. So when people start bringing this third into the equation, oh, he's challenged 3 times, he's challenged twice. Because last season, we didn't even turn up. We didn't even knock on Liverpool's door. I'm going to fly 82. Rich, you're 100% correct. Gabriel was lucky, and so was that. What? Well, yeah, absolutely going to. That's what I'm saying. But you've not seen one of those people on Twitter mention it once, and this is why Arsenal Football Club get laughed at because of certain fans like Harry Simeon, Tom Canton, Hagen, Igal, that prick Guna Chris who's like an absolute dickhead. Looks like a twat and a half. Who else is there? The AFC James, or I think it is someone like that. There's loads. There's absolutely loads. Roy talks BS. I mean, Roy talks BS. I mean, he must lick Arteta's head before he goes to sleep at night on that poster. He must do. He's even calling them finishes now. Anything Arteta says, Rory talks BS. He absolutely copies it. I mean, a grown man. Imagine. Oh, my manager. He's calling them finishers now. I must call them finishers because I love everything. I love everything Arteta says. I just love him. I worship him. I love him. I want to know how big his feet are, everything. I want to know what colour socks he wears today so I can match him. He's an absolute muppet. And I think it's disgraceful that Sky TV Talk Sport want to have people like Rory Talks BS on their channels. And it's all because people would, it's probably for clicks and likes because people will not agree and it draws people in to watch it. Chris Welsh, I'm concerned with us, but not that concerned, to be honest. We will definitely click. We won't perform like this all season. No, you won't, because everyone would struggle away at Galatasaray, especially when ref is forward by crowd. Yeah, absolutely. Galatasaray is a tricky ground, people. It's hostile. There's been some horrible events over the years with Leeds United episodes, etc. And Liverpool, I just don't know why it's not clicking yet. But they are going to click. They're definitely going to click. They will click soon. They have to. It's as simple as that. And it will. You might see a scenario where you think, wow, Liverpool is tightening the ship up at back. They're not conceding many and they're scoring at least 3 goals a game. So it's going to happen. It really is going to happen. So, I'm not like, as a Liverpool fan, I'd be a bit like, didn't really expect this season because obviously they've been winning games from like late on in 90 minutes. But you could flip that and say, yeah, but when they click, like I've mentioned before, they could be unstoppable. They really could be unstoppable. But with Man City as well, again, you can see with Man City, and by the way, Haaland. If anyone says Haaland is just, is a decent striker, that Haaland is an incredible, and I mean incredible striker. And I literally said this other day, when he mentioned last season, he came out just before the season finished and he said, not good enough by my own standards, not good enough by the team standards. I think he meant it because yes, Man City haven't been the best yet this season. They've lost 2 already, and they concede nearly every game. But we know that because there's no Diaz from 2 years ago. They haven't got a world class centre back no more. They didn't replace Kyle Walker, one of the best right backs what's been in the Premier League for the last few years. But Erling Haaland, honestly, people, he is absolutely on another level. Every time you just look and think that guy can score any type of goals and he knows where to catch it with his foot. Like yesterday, that chip, against Monaco, if he probably gets his boot on the centre / laces, as we call it, hit it with your laces, lad. If he catches that with his laces, it probably goes too high. He just got the front of his toe just to tap it up so it wouldn't go too high. He seems to know everything. He seems to know which part to, what toe to kick it, when to side foot it, when to smash it. Erling Haaland, to me, is an incredible, one of the best strikers I have ever seen in front of goal in my life. He's one of the best natural strikers I have ever seen. I can see him, and I said this only the other day, from what he said the other day, that statement he released just before the season, it's not good enough by my standards, etc. I can see him scoring 30 Premier League goals alone, and probably and in total, let's say about 42, 12 in all competitions and 30 just in the Premier League. I can actually see that. He's incredible, people. He's unstoppable. His penalties, even when he side foots them, the power he generates from a penalty just from a side foot, it's unstoppable. It really is unstoppable. So, let's carry on reading the comments. So yeah, people, just going back to that Arsenal game, good win, 2-0, job done. Another clean sheet. Left it late again. Still cracks, and it's this manager, because we've got an absolute brilliant starting 11. Yes, we need a better left winger. I agree. I would probably have a better midfielder next to Declan Rice. Zubimendi, I like him. He's a good footballer, but I'd have liked a powerhouse, an enforcer, a real ball breaker next to him. Someone like a Paul Pogba kind of esque now. Do you know what I mean? Someone who can charge forward when he needs to, and when he charges forward, it just opens the defence up because of his long strides. I'd have loved that, but we haven't. But on the bench, it's amazing to see. But this manager's still the problem. It feels to me at half time, he's like, right, you've attacked enough. Let's put the handbrake on. Miss Elder, how are you? Evening, Eros at Gavinell. Good evening, Miss Elder. Hope you are well. Good to see you. Let's see. Going to fly 82. Madness. Haaland is an absolute machine. There isn't a team in the world that wouldn't want him. 100% going to fly. He is on another level. He really is, isn't he? He's ridiculous. He's absolutely, even his head. You see his header? He's like that. Boom. Literally, he's in air for about 3 seconds. Everything he does in front of goal is just near enough perfect. And good evening at Eros, Gonna Fly 52, at Chris Ross, at Gavin L, Miss Elder, and Sheldon Johnson. Everybody, I hope you are all good and well in the chat as well. Just want to say that. Miss Elder, Rich, did you see on the Arsenal News website another stat being pushed? The West Ham game, yeah, will be his 300th game, or this PR when he's little to show for. Yeah, and he was like, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. 300 games. Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I love it. 300 games. Oh, wow. I didn't know. Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. 300 games. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, me, 300 games for Arsenal. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I just wanted you to say that to me and me go, what? 300 games? Oh, wow. I didn't really know. Uh, Brilliant. Absolutely. Me, 300 games for Arsenal. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, incredible, incredible. I took 3 years to sign back up for Saka, and I 3 years we had a striker for Arsenal. I fucked the league up for Arsenal. I don't care. I'm stubborn, smug prick, liquor shed. And but 300 games, what? I mean, whoa. That was a shit McLart. It's hard to do his accent. It really is. It really is. It's hard to do his accent. It really is. I struggle with that, and I butchered that massively. Um, but yeah, it was like 300 games. What, me? 300? He knew, man. God, man. And Naguna, hit the likes, folks. Yeah, please smash the likes and subscribe, people, and listen to my shit Arteta accent. Gonna fly 52, evening, the legend, and Naguna. Miss Elder, good evening, and Naguna. I'm gonna fly 52. The 2 goals that Haaland scored last night were I know. That's what I'm saying. And the way he just gets that toe poke on it, as I used to call it back in the day, where he just gets it top of his toe, just to let it go up and not go too high. And then the header, he's in air. Man, like 2 seconds even before he. Ah, if he stays fit, he scores 30 Premier League goals alone, and that could be even downplaying it. He could reach 40 Premier League goals alone if he stays fit. On the fly 52, Endergun, I agree, Rich is right. One of the best ever. I know. I can't believe we're saying it, but he is. He is, people. And Naguna, I'm pleased with the 2-0 win, but Arsenal did make up. Yep, hard work of it. I can't see Arsenal win the UCL just at how PSG and Bayern play. Just ruthless. Yeah, even the PSG Bayern people. Sorry, even the PSG Barca. They was Barca at times were nearly on halfway line. Yes, they got caught out, and Ramos scores, at the end, but they were going for it. They were showing ruthlessness. You know what I mean? They were not scared. They were like, if you're coming at us, we're going at you. And that sometimes you've got to show a bit of bravery to attack. And imagine having a manager like Hansi Flick, Enrique, with these players, what we've got now. I swear to God, we'd have beat Olympiacos at least five. It'd have been 5-0 at least yesterday. It'd have been 3-0 in probably I would say first 35 minute. We'd have absolutely steamrolled them. Played just like ruthless. PSG had 5 key players missing last night. Yep, Kvaratskhelia I don't think played. And they're going to miss Elder. That's all they can do is push stats out there. Are no actual trophies for Arteta. It's all meaningless PR. It is 100% ending Luna. Absolutely. Gunner for life. He's such a liar. He lives for stats. He knew. And Aguna, 300 games and 1 FA Cup won using another manager's squad. I know that is embarrassing. Griselda, what's even more laughable are the comments from the Arteta sexuals wishing him more games. Oh my God, they have no standard celebrating this. I know. Griselda, Endergun, exactly 100% facts. I know people. That's what I'm saying. It's honestly, it's like we're going to run into a problem where Gabriel signed, Saliba signed, Wanyeri signed, Miles Lewis Skelly signed. I guarantee, and I sometimes when I say that, I get it wrong. I've got things wrong already this season. I said Saliba a bit Real Madrid. It's summer. He'll leave. But and do you know what really annoys me? That which has shown this on people seeing it in my chat or in chat of the day. Even Rory Talks BS said Arsenal, Miles Lewis Skelly, and Saliba have already turned Real Madrid down. What the hell are they on about, people? How do why would you keep lying daily? If that's how you do it, then fair enough. But I could never do that, saying that Miles Lewis Skelly and Saliba turned Real Madrid down. No, they did not. Real Madrid didn't even put one bid in for Saliba or Miles Lewis Skelly. There was a rumour that they like Miles Lewis Skelly. He looks good in his development. He's doing okay. He looks a great player, which he is. And William Saliba, obviously they've seen him. He's been on map now for a few years. Not once, and this is factually correct, did Real Madrid, you didn't see it from Fabrizio Romano, Ornstein, Ben Jacobs, etc. Not once did you see Real Madrid put a bid in for William Saliba and Miles Lewis Skelly. And Rory Talks BS is a lying, absolute wet wipe, Arteta's licking head prick of a guy. He put that on social media, and all his little puppets, his brainwashed people who he's got all on his side, and he's brainwashed thousands and thousands from his lies, and that's what it is. It's factually lies. He's come out and said that Arsenal turned down bids from Real Madrid for William Saliba and Miles Lewis Skelly. No, they did not. Real Madrid hadn't put one bid in for Miles Lewis Skelly and William Saliba. So we've just called you out there, Rory Talks PS, you lying shithead. What an absolute wanker he is. Absolute muppet, lying prick. They didn't put one bid in for William Saliba or Miles Lewis Skelly, you absolute doll's head. And that's what really fucks me off about some of these obsessed Arteta fans. They're liars every single day. They do not deserve to be on Sky TV and talk sport because obviously you're going to get a decent wedge for it probably. They do not deserve that. They've done nothing, absolutely nothing to deserve it apart from lie to get where they want to be, sorry. And I think to do that in life is just damn disgusting. I think it's pathetic that you can lie all the time just to get where you want to be and brainwash thousands and thousands of people. Now, sometimes, we all have to tell a white lie sometimes. You know, we have to do things. We have to be a bit sneaky to get where we want to be in life. Of course you do. You have to sometimes. It's dog eat dog. But I could never go on social media and say, "Oh, it looks like another one signed a contract because they all want to stay at Arsenal." So Real Madrid, Miles Lewis Skelly, William Saliba turned Real Madrid down, and they want to stay at Arsenal. They didn't even turn him down because Real Madrid put zero bidding for Miles Lewis Skelly and William Saliba. Rory, you fucking idiot. So stop lying and going on social media. And I feel sorry for the people what haven't got a clue. And they've been brainwashed and they've become puppets to these people just to get them where they want to be. They've used so many people just to get them on Sky TV, to get him interviewing Arteta, to get him commentating on Arsenal. Rory, Harry, Tom Canton, the lot have used thousands of people, and I couldn't do that. I could go on social media now and say Arsenal, will win the treble this season, but I know for a fact they won't. Now, if you had an Andy Flick, Diego Simone, Conte, even Mancini, maybe Simone, I might have just said him. Enrique. There's so many more. There's so many more. Inzaghi. There's so many more. A proper proven winning manager, Ancelotti. Then I would say Arsenal could win the treble this season with this manager. I still don't think we'll win a trophy because I'm just not confident, and he's never done it apart from the FA Cup when he first started with kind of Unai Emery's team. I don't see. I have no confidence in saying, yeah, Arsenal win Carabao Cup, and that's crazy when you look at the team we've got. I have no confidence to say yes, we can go all the way and win a Carabao Cup, which will be ended by February, March, which then gets you the stepping stone to then say, right, we've won the Carabao Cup. Let's get the league. But you know what? Igal last night, he told everybody by September, not by September, what did he say? In 20 games, you'll see a clear indication how far Arsenal are. And he said last night, Igal said last night, even though he's been saying this for years, but it's another lie and bullshit he's been saying, Arsenal will have the league wrapped up early. He said, we will win it comfortably. So he should hold accountability. If these people keep saying that, then he should say, right, if you're that confident running your mouth off, you must deactivate your account by end of season. But they won't do that because they're shit scared of you losing followers, subscribers, etc. So let's just have a look, see if any news is travelled. I don't think there's much, people. It's just normal. Mikel Arteta on his, what, 300 games, me? Never. I didn't know that. What, me? 300 games? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I just wanted all the people in the press conference to mention it. 300 games, 300 games. Mikel, you've played 300 games, managed 300 games for Arsenal. He's an absolute prick, people. It really is. But I'm waiting for this Gabriel news, and I don't see anything. I don't see anything. So let's just have a check what has been said. Obviously, it's going to be reflecting on the Leverkusen Olympiacos game. Getting my words mixed up today, people. I do apologise. Right. Let's just see. I don't think there's anything really what you have probably not seen. Do you know what I mean? So let's just see. Right. Daily Arsenal. Let's just refresh it again, see if there's anything. Right. So, well, this is now captions. This wrong answers only. Yeah, it's Abrici Eze, Daily Arsenal, and Bukayo Saka, who should be our number 10 and should be our right winger. What else do you want me to say? Alessio Rousseau on Thierry Henry going to Arsenal women's training. It was sick. We didn't know until we got in the changing room. And Leah Williamson said, "Have you heard who's coming, Thierry?" I said, "Shut up. I was a big fan growing up." I mean, that's amazing to see. I bet there were, Arsenal women, big up to Arsenal women. Man City next, I think it is for Arsenal women. Got to win that. Got to win that. At last minute, from Aston Villa women, made them draw other day. Daily AFC, Ian Wright with Karaya, Cooney Cross on Instagram. As a pair, watched Arsenal beat Olympiacos at the Emirates together. I love this guy. I've met him as well. I have met Ian Wright at Arsenal's old Potter training ground, Potter's Bar training ground, when I had my trial for Norwich City, which, that was if I'm making it or not. And obviously, unfortunately, I didn't make it. But I met this guy. I met him there. David Seaman, Lee Dixon, Steve Morrow, Chris Coromia, Adrian Clark. But he has become a bit of a puppet to Arsenal. He really has. He's become. He's entered the payroll and he's covered a few things up. Martin Zubimendi has been nominated for the Premier League September Goal of the Month award after his volley. Yeah, rightly so. Against Nottingham Forest, that was absolutely quality. Gravenbach's goal was fantastic. No, Statch's goal good for Leeds. I remember that. Harry Wilson's was very good. Gabby's against Man City, that was good. I don't think I remember Bergval. I think that one. He keeps getting it Tottenham team people. He's looks like he's a starting 11 for Tottenham a lot this season. It looks like he's becoming a decent signing. Mikel Arteta has been nominated for the Premier League's September Manager of the Month award. This guy, this is where it goes, people. This is where it goes. Oliver Glasner wins that all day long, if you ask me. No, yes. He's the one. He's the one who takes that for me. Let me know in the chat what you're thinking of Glasner, Manager at Month, all day long. Here we are, look. Arsenal have the... Oh, look how they've said that and all. Arsenal have the... Okay, if you're saying this then, Arsenal have the easiest next 5 Premier League games of any team in the league, while Liverpool have the second hardest. All right then, Daily FC. So I'll tell you what, then if we have the easiest, I expect all 5 points. I expect all 5 wins and maximum points in every single game, because that's what you've just said right there. We have the easiest next 5 Premier League games right there. So I expect 3 points in every single game. No excuses then, yeah? Okay. Mikel Arteta, Martin Odegaard's performance. He's got all the license in the world to go forward. No, he hasn't, because you've stopped it. Forward, Martin, to go forward. Martin and to in the world to go forward. Martin and to play with that freedom, that don't mix it, and to play with that level of threat, especially not only with the passes, but the way he was taking the ball, carrying the ball, making dangerous. Where are we? Carrying the ball, making runs, and arriving in really dangerous areas. I think he put 3 people through today to score a goal. He should have scored a goal as well. So great to have him back. He played some very good minutes in Newcastle to help us to win the game. And I think today he was phenomenal. He was really good, people. Martin Odegaard was really good yesterday. But do I trust it to carry on? No, I don't. Gabriel Martinelli on Instagram after scoring against Olympiacos. Where is it? Mikel Arteta and Miles Lewis-Skelly performance. Very good. I think he played really, really good game. Every level, defensively and attacking, and he looked really focused. I'm very pleased with what I've seen today. Martin Odegaard, we have so much quality and so many players that can play. I think it's just a feeling from every single player that whenever you're on the pitch, you want to prove you deserve it and you want to keep your spot. Where's that Arteta bullshit? Arteta, we've changed 6 players because I want everybody to really be involved. Where's Ethan Wanyeri then, you prick? Involved and feel part of it. And it was great. And we had the feeling as well that physically we were dropping. The ones that came in lifted the level and helped us to win the game. That's great. Should not have needed backup from the bench to get over the line yesterday, especially how we started. It should have been done. Should have been done. Thierry Henry on player workload. I used to arrive in tournaments dead mentally, physically. I'll go further as a fan. I'll go further. As a fan, I'm tired. I didn't even watch the Club World Cup. I left at half time. Where is that Henry? Sorry, the Arteta one. Sporting Mazur Skelly as a face. Where is it? Song winning the Women's Champions League. I think I felt every emotion in the space of 5 minutes. I was crying, I was laughing, I was happy, I was sad. It was just incredible. Big up to you as well, Alessia Russo and Arsenal women. Big up. Mikel Arteta on Victor Gyökeres. What I sense is that he's doing better and better things every game. And today he was denied a few times, one of the blocks, and then hit the post. but I think overall his performance was exceptional. Again, his work was really good. And yeah, we want him to be scoring goals, but if he doesn't do that, at least to do everything as he's doing for the team because he's helping the team a lot. Yeah, and he needs to start playing for his strengths. Kyle Saka, Thierry Henry, what a legend! What a legend! What a legend, man. Signing from Juventus about 11, 12 million. What a legend. Where is that Arteta? Gabriel Magalhaes is forced off due to an injury after David Raya awkwardly landed on him whilst claiming a cross. Mikel Arteta on Gabriel Magalhaes, he was struggling a bit with, I think it was a kick in the first half. So we decided to take him off. We should have took him off straight away. Absolute wanker. Mikel Arteta and Gabriel Magalhaes, he was, yeah, just repeat. There is Mikel Arteta and Martio. So this is just yesterday now. This is going back to yesterday. So we had some big chances that if you don't put away in the Champions League, you're going to suffer. So not much, people, not much. Not really much to say there. Not anything new about Gabby, Big Gabby. So I'm waiting for that news. I swear, if he's out for about 2 or 3 weeks, then again, it's all on him. It is all on him. The moment he feels something, catches something, tweaks, to take him off. Take him off. Gonna fly fit too. I don't think Gabriel was injured. I think it was precautionary. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Gonna fly. I really am, because this has got to stop. He has got to. If the moment, like I just said, the moment he sees a player pull up, feel something, take him off. Stop risking this. It's becoming ridiculous. Miss Elder. Oh, I saw that too. That clip of Emery visiting the women's team. Yep, amazing. I bet they were buzzing. I bet they were so happy. Miss Elder, yeah, that's the thing about Wright. He doesn't criticise the club when it deserves it. Yeah, I know, and again, because he's part of payroll now, Miss Elder. It's a big shame with him, right? It really is. Static 9 likes, like and subscribe, people. Yeah, please smash the likes, subscribe, people. Static, Arteta is a disgrace. Gyökeres will always work hard for the team, but he's a goal scorer. Absolutely. Keep creating big chances for him, and he will score. Gyökeres must keep going. 100%. Gyökeres is a goal machine, people. He's a goal machine. And I just hope it starts changing. With this manager, maybe not. Maybe not. Static Gabriel suffered an injury in the first half and kept playing. Stupid Arteta, 100%. Static, Rich, I must go. Take care. Static, big up to my guy. Take care, brother. Um, yeah, people, I mean, it's not, that's what I'm saying. This has got to stop, people. This has got to stop. Already this season, 7, I think it's been. He has got to change. So, Saturday, I'm going to wrap this up in about maybe another 10 minutes, I think. Saturday, what do we think Saturday? I think, I think, I let me just let's just show this. I think this will be the team. I think this is my team, what he'll play. Not what I want, but I think this is what he'll do against West Ham. Right. This is what I think he'll do. Give me a second, people. Right, this is what I think. This is what I think the team's going to be on Saturday against West Ham. I just don't like 4-3-3. Now and again, do it, but I just don't like that formation. It looks like there's like a less player on the pitch. It looks so bare. But I think this is what he's going to do. I think that's what it's going to be. I really do. Eze is going to be on left wing, which he should be there. And this is what I think should happen, especially at home. So that's what I think what it's going to be Saturday. But I can't see any different than that. That's what I think Arteta will do because he'll want to play Martin Odegaard in that number 10. But I would go with this. In fact, I'll show you in a minute. Miss Elder, where are we? Miss Elder, I'm slightly nervous about Saturday as they've beaten us at home in the last two seasons. Absolutely, if I'm correct. Yep, Gerard Bowen scored last season. We had diving header. If I'm correct, 23-24, I was at the game and earlier this year, plus the new manager bounce. Absolutely. Nuno, obviously they played Monday night and he drawn against Everton. But I think, once he gets a bit more training sessions with West Ham players, I think there'll be a different outfit. I really do. And I think Saturday will be a different game, Miss Elder. But we have the team to beat them. Absolutely. Yeah, we should do. So that the Arsenal women have a big game too after drawing against Villa. They play Man City. They do, Miss Elder. Yep. Aston Villa scored 90th plus minute. Now we've got Manchester City women, which well, Man United women obviously currently top as we know. And the player you've got to watch Man City women is Shaw. Is Shaw. She's a prolific striker. But yeah, this is what I think. This is what I think he'll go with, and I just don't like it. I do not like that 4-3-3. I do not like it. I really don't. And if you want to keep Odegaard and Zubamendi, Odegaard and Eze in team together, then then I can change. Let me think. I can change this. Just do that. Do that. If that's what you if but then to me that formation's got to change because I want Eze there linking up with Victor Gyökeres. That's where I want him most effective. So then I would probably go with this, my favorite formation. I would do that. I would do this. Zubamendi. I don't think so, pal. You don't get to play up front. I would go with who would I go with here? Let me just think. I would even do this on Saturday, people. I would even go with this. I'm when it comes to left wing, I struggle because I just don't see. Um, but if he's on form, play him. I would even do that on Saturday. I would even do that at Emirates at home. Those two are the best centre back pairing in world football, and this guy is becoming one of the best right backs in world football. And he's an engine. He's an engine, and he seems to be up for every single game. Yeah, he might flag and he might struggle some parts of the game, but he's an absolute warrior, and he will give everything for this team, even if he's not playing well. He will never give in. But I look at that straight away, and I see attack in that. We don't know what form he's going to be on, but I see goals from him. I see goals from him, and hopefully this guy starts scoring. But even that, if you don't want to play Martinelli, and I know this is where people say maybe not, but I would even take the risk of doing that. I would even take the risk of doing that, playing Saka on the left wing. Now I know it's crazy, but I would. Let me know what you think, chat people. But excuse me, to me, these two should be okay to play in midfield against West Ham. Now I know you look and think, well, we lose a bit of defensive solidarity with Odegaard there, but we need to start playing more expensive. We need to have more attack at times because these two are as good as anybody. And like I said, this guy's a warrior. Now he could let us down, he could, but I want to start seeing things like this or Saka in the right wing, his preferred position, obviously, and then Martinelli. But this is where I keep saying I think we've missed a trick by not signing a left winger. I really do, because Martinelli, it's maybe or he will, maybe or you just don't know. So let me know what you think in chat to that. Let me just know. But we have the team to be Miselda, the Arsenal women. Yeah. So I don't know what you think, people. So we know obviously what Arteta's gonna do. He's gonna do the 4-3-3. One difference, Rich, Skelly, left back. Okay, yeah, I can go with that. Going to 500%. I wish he, and like the legend Shane Gooner always says, I wish we could see Miles Lewis Skelly in that left back position. I honestly really, sorry, in the centre midfield position, I really do. And he couldn't even do it against Port Vale. So, do you know what I mean? It just shows that we're never going to see it. We're never going to see it. But I would do that. I prefer Miles Lewis Skelly than Calafiore. I really do. I really do. But even that, let's just get it right. Let's put Saka where he belongs, and let's, man, even Manieri, it's a shame. It's a shame. I don't see him getting minutes. I don't. So let's just move him from there and go back to Martinelli. But even that, to me, I like that. And you know what? Gunner for life, I absolutely agree. Miles Lewis Skelly should be left back, but I just see Calafiore being left back now in Premier League, and Calafiore's been okay this season. But I honestly, personally think Miles Lewis Skelly was absolutely brilliant as left back last season. But I'd love to see midfield, and even against Port Vale, Arteta couldn't do it. So I just don't. I never see it, and that's where I think if Miles don't start getting played in left back and has to wait, I mean, if he's getting played as a left back in Champions League, Miles Lewis Skelly, then that's fair enough. You played at the highest level. But we from Ranieri, if he's not getting minutes in the league, in the Champions League, and just getting used in Carabao Cup, as I said at the start of the stream, these players are too good now to be thought of like that. The social media is bigger. They see more posts. The family members will, look what they've been saying about your Arsenal fans. They're loving you, Ethan. They think you're brilliant. On radio earlier on, they were talking about you. And even if they don't watch it, they get sent it by family members because they're proud and they want to show that the brother or they want to show them things. So it or the grandson or whatever they want to show them things. So even when he's not going to think, well, I know how good I am. I've been told, people stuff. Why should I be sat on bench? He's not going to do it because he knows for a fact he's good enough to play more minutes than what he's currently getting at Arsenal. But you know what? Saturday, I'd go with that. And I look at that and I think these two take care of themselves. These two are absolute class. Now, I would like to see on Saturday with Gabby, Martinelli, probably coming to about there at most to defend, not going all the way down here, which Arteta asks him to, literally to corner flag. I just don't want to see that. I would like to see him probably reach just before halfway line, if you want to say, round about there maybe, and then linking up with Vic Jockers as well. I want to see Saka at times getting up there with Vic Jockers as well. So obviously put him there like that. I want to see that. I want to see, and then Eze linking up as well. I want to see absolutely this season where Arsenal take this game take the game to teams big time and absolutely crush them. Smother them with attack, like Martinelli linking up, joining with Gyökeres, Saka joining with Gyökeres, Eze being ready at edge of box, but obviously just behind Vic Gyökeres. And then if ODEGAARD joins as well, round about there, Declan Rice just has to sit there. Do you know what I mean? And he can cover this area like that, providing obviously if Declan Rice is there, you still want obviously Miles Lewis Skelly to not be fully up, otherwise Declan Rice is going to have all this area and all this area to cover. Now Timber again, if he attacks at the same time, then yes, they can. But it's how fast they can bring themselves back into position. Ashley Cole was an absolute king at it. He was a master of the of positional play. So just on Saturday, just like even that, you know what I mean? Just go for it. Just go for it, man. Like it's at home. Let the players express themselves. Let them play with freedom. Now, at times, have Martinelli up, Gyökeres. Well, let's just say Martinelli bring him about there, and Saka about there. You know, just a little bit behind, and then you know it's hard to keep it level. It really is. Um, and Odegaard, you know, at times you want to see Martinelli up there, Gyökeres up there on his own, obviously. Saka linking up, Eze ready to pounce, Martin Odegaard literally causing problems around here. Declan Rice, when that happens, sit, obviously cover that ground, and then hopefully Miles Lewis Skelly will be disciplined enough to probably get to about there, not all the way up, otherwise we'll be exposed around that area. People are sometimes I think I might feel like I know what I'm talking about, and I might be talking absolute bullshit, but I've watched football long enough, and I do know bits, but I don't pretend to know everything. But yeah, like that could happen Saturday. Declan Rice could be staying there as a shield, as an enforcer. He could let Odegaard, you know, release Odegaard a little bit to darting around that area. Eze could be literally in touching distance with Victor Gyökeres. Saka could be linking up with Gyökeres. Martinelli could be linking with Gyökeres, as long as obviously they don't come too narrow. Otherwise, there's going to be nothing here. If the ball obviously goes out wide, they're not going to. We're going to have nobody there. So don't come fully in obviously linking up with Gyökeres. You need a little bit of width. But yeah, I just love like that. This guy causing problems here, there. You know, round about that area, darting up. Odegaard round about there. You know, not too forward because we probably might not. But I'd love to see that. I really would. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because we know what he's going to do. Exactly what I just mentioned first time. He's going to play Zubimendi, Odegaard, and Rice, and he's going to play Eze as a left winger, and that's what he's going to do. He's just not going to do it. And it's going to be a 4-3-3, which we know that's what Arteta will do. We just know it. We absolutely know it. And it's a shame. It's a massive shame because I don't know. I just do not like this manager, the way he thinks, the way he just does stuff, because it costs Arsenal massively. And I think Martinelli is going to be in place of. Wouldn't even surprise me even if he does that, you know, gives Martinelli a chance and drops. Where are we? Drops. Let me just see. Well, yeah, wouldn't even surprise me if that happens, where it keeps Eze on bench again. So I don't know, people. Let me know what you think. I'm not confident. I'm really not. It's me just messing around with formation, probably babbling and pretending to know what I'm on about when I'm moving players up and there, here, there, everywhere. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to wrap this up, people, in about 2 minutes, I think. So going to fly fit 2-1 difference, which Skillet left back. Going to fly fit 2. That team beats West Ham easy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Going to fly fit. It looks so attacking. I'm going to fly 82. We don't always need multiple DMs. Oh, that's what I mean. 100% stop playing too safe, innit? And they're going at Arteta likes the multiple DMs as he prefers to play a more defensive way. He does, and that's what I'm saying. He's scared. All he thinks first is I can't lose. Not about I must win. I can win. Do you know what I mean? That's what he thinks first. And they're going to Odegaard won't get the time and space on Saturday as he had last night against Olympiacos. No, he won't. He won't. You're right there. I'm going to fly 52. Don't be surprised to see Moreno on Saturday. Oh God. Moreno, people. Mikel Moreno, the perfect title for Mikel Moreno at Arsenal is a lucky weapon. That's all I'm going to say. Everybody, thank you very much for joining the chat. It's been a great chat, some great comments again. I might do another live later on, late tonight. I don't know. Do enjoy the rest of your night, people. Thank you very much. And Arteta is a stubborn, smug prick, and he still is the biggest problem for Arsenal Football Club, stopping this great team and squad reaching absolute top level. Thank you very much, people. Bless up, bless up. Might do another live late on, maybe early hours. I don't know. Thank you very much, guys. And Miss Elder, thank you very much for jumping in the chat again. As always, some great comments.